So you log into your Google Merchant Center account and bam, a big red banner. Fix all setup and policy issues that prevent your products from showing on Google. That's Google's polite way of saying your account's basically suspended. And the good news, most of the time, it's totally fixable. In this video, we're gonna fix it together, step by step, using a live checklist to fix your account and start selling again. Let's get into it. Before we start checking boxes, let's quickly cover why Google suspends accounts for misrepresentation. It's not because they think you're trying to scam people. Their main goal is to protect shoppers from anything that feels sketchy or unclear. So when they look at your account, they're looking for a few key things. Your website and landing pages, do they look legit and clear? Your product listings and feed, do they match reality? Your business info, policies, and branding, is everything consistent and easy to find? If anything seems off, like your info is incomplete, inconsistent, or doesn't build trust, Google will pause your account until you fix it. I know this can feel really frustrating, but knowing exactly what they're looking for makes it much easier to fix. Before we go any further, here's an important note. Not every misrepresentation suspension can be fixed if your store is selling prohibited products. That includes weapons, counterfeit goods, tobacco, dangerous supplements, or anything else on Google Shopping Ads' prohibited content list. No amount of website tweaks will get your account approved. Also, if your site makes health or medical claims like cures cancer or reverses diabetes, Google will suspend you unless you either remove those claims or provide strong, verifiable proof such as medical documentation, research, or certifications. To save yourself time, I'll add Google's Shopping Ads Policies Guide in the description. You can review the full list of prohibited and restricted content before you start making changes. So before you spend hours fixing your design and policies, double check your product range and claims. If you fall into one of these categories and don't address it, you could follow every other step perfectly and still stay suspended. Alright, let's get started with the main causes of a Merchant Center misrepresentation suspension and how to fix them to get your accounts reinstated. But here's the key, guys. You've got to follow every step before requesting a review. Partial fixes usually don't cut it and can just delay things even more. Okay, so the first one, lack of transparency. If your site doesn't have a clear contact page with an email, phone number, or even an address, that's an immediate red flag. So set up a proper contact page. I mean, a branded email like support@yourstore.com and skip the generic Gmail or Yahoo stuff. A phone number, a real business address, and of course, a contact form. It doesn't need to be fancy, but it has to be easy to find and super clear. To be even more transparent, I recommend adding your working hours and how long it usually takes to reply. For example, our support team is available Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and we usually reply within 24 hours. The next important page to build trust on your site, your About Us page. Shoppers, and even Google, want to know who's behind the store and where you're based. So make sure your site actually tells your story. Build a solid About Us page, share your mission, a little bit about your background, and if you can, add in photos of your team. People and Google love seeing that there's a real team behind your store. Next up, your policies. These are critical. You need a clear returns and refunds policy that explains timeframes, conditions, and how customers can actually request returns. A shipping policy is next. Add the carriers you use, shipping costs, destinations, and handling times. These policies help your customers feel confident and show Google your store is trustworthy. By the way, we have step-by-step videos that show you how to create your refund, returns, and shipping policies. They include all the details you need for compliance. I'll leave the link below, so go and check it out. Next up, don't forget your privacy policy. If you're collecting any kind of data, emails, IP addresses, cookies, this is legally required. And finally, terms and conditions. These are especially important for handling disputes and limiting liability. Now, I know you may be wondering, where do I even start building these? There are plenty of templates online from trusted sources, or your e-commerce platform might even have built-in pages that you can customize. The key is to make sure they're complete, clear, and easy to find on your site. Also make sure your policies are clearly added to your site's footer and visible across your entire website, including the checkout page. Okay, now the next section of our checklist is taking a hard look at your product pages. First, remove any fake urgency tactics. No countdown timers that reset or only a few left messages that aren't true. Next, make sure your product feed in Merchant Center matches your product page exactly. Titles, prices, images, everything should line up. Also, if you're making claims like free returns, your policy has to explain how that works. Don't leave your customers guessing. Keep your branding consistent too. Your store, name, logo, and email address should all match. And if you're dropshipping, be upfront about it. Let people know what delivery times are and who's fulfilling the orders. Alright, before you hit that review button in Google Merchant Center, there's one more critical step. Check the Needs Attention page. Here's what to do. Look for any product disapprovals or warnings. Fix anything flagged, whether it's missing product attributes, mismatched prices, or any other disapprovals. Make sure your product feed is fully compliant and matches your website exactly. By the way, we have a step-by-step video showing you how to fix product disapprovals. I recommend checking it out. It'll make this part a lot easier. I'm going to leave a link down below. Think of this as the final sweep to make sure nothing is holding your account back. Once everything here is clean, you're ready to request a review. Alright, once you've fixed everything, it's time to get Google to take another look at your account. You have two options here. If you are 100% sure you're fully compliant, log into your account. Next, click on the Fix button in the top red banner that shows the suspension issue. Within the misrepresentation notice, click I disagree with this issue. But heads up, this process is fully automated, so you won't get a chance to explain anything or add extra details. And if Google rejects your review, you'll be stuck in a cooldown period for at least 7 days before you can try again. That's why my team and I always go with the second option, which I'm about to explain. It's the best way to make sure we're fully compliant and avoid any cooldown. Because time is money, and the longer the cooldown, the more time you're without ads and without sales. So from your Merchant Center account, click the question mark icon, then click Contact Us. You can choose chat to reach Google support directly. Here's what you want to say. You fixed all the flagged issues and you'd like your case escalated to the wider team for a manual review. Here's an example that I'd use. Hi, we've corrected all misrepresentation issues and made sure that everything complies with Google's guidelines. Could you please escalate this to the wider team for manual review before I submit the standard request? Doing this helps you avoid the automatic cooldown if your account is still not compliant and gives you a chance to explain exactly what you fixed. My team and I have fixed hundreds of suspended accounts. We've also maintained Merchant Center accounts for clients fully compliant for years. And there's one recommendation I'll keep saying over and over to keep your account safe and avoid getting flagged again. Make it a habit to audit your site every single month. Check that everything's transparent and follows Google's rules. Watch out for those shady plugins, the fake urgency timers, fake reviews, or trust badges that don't have any real backing. They might look cool, but they'll land you in trouble. Keep an eye on Google's latest policy updates and fix anything that doesn't comply. Use tools like Google Search Console to monitor your site's health. And check the Merchant Center Needs Attention tab regularly to monitor your product feed and account status. A little ongoing maintenance goes a long way in keeping your store trustworthy and Google happy. And yes, getting flagged for misrepresentation can feel really frustrating and harsh, but here's the good news. It's almost always fixable. Google's main goal is simple. They want to see trust, honesty, and consistency across your entire store. So by fixing these issues now, you're not just getting your account reinstated, you're actually building a stronger store that converts better and keeps customers coming back for more. By the way, I'll leave Google's official policy guide down below, so you can double check your store against their own rules. And if you feel it's stuck and you can't get your suspension fixed, get in touch with my team and I. We've fixed so many suspensions and we do this every single week, and we're always finding the hidden reasons why your store is suspended and fixing it for you. We can either just give you an audit or we can actually fix it for you, so get in touch with us down below in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to check out our other videos. This one here might be especially useful for you.